Alrighty, welcome back to another video. I'm just going to show you guys a quick couple trades I took today. I completely turned the month around. I was down a lot of money between this month and last month, and I brought it all back with basically this day. I was already like $5 profitable for the month, but what's $5 when you just came back all that way? So I was like, if there's good setups today, I'm going to be there to take them. I know the market was a little bit weird yesterday, but I was like, if it's there today, I'm just going to smack them real quick. We'll take smaller scalps because the market's going to be a lot more volatile, especially with that contract that was just sent over. So let me show you guys real quick. Basically, we're completely out of NTZ. That's what this gray box is right here. Pre-market high. So we fully broke out of this to the upside. I saw it came down just a little bit. I drew my fib levels. Like, you know what? Let me take it from the top right here, or from the bottom of the move all the way to the top. Let me see where it's bouncing near. Saw it was bouncing off this 0.236. I was like, okay, this isn't bad. Came down, respected it again. Second time, I was like, all right, not too bad. Let me get my long prepared here. I was like, alright, we can target this. Right? It's like a 1-to-1 trade. I was like, you know what? We can probably get up to that 142 level. We can take it down even lower if we wanted to, if we want to match at this candle. So I was like, you know what? We'll just bring it all the way down. We're not going to bring it all the way down to here. We could realistically do that, but then it makes it not even really worth the trade. So I was like, let's just kind of see what happens. As you can see, broke at the next candle. So here's my entry right at the break of this. I'm like, alright, we're targeting like $2. Basically the fib level as well. Once you're at all-time highs like this, and you draw the fib, and you can see that the fib is literally, it's over the all-time high. And we can just, I mean, we kept pushing, as you can see. Later in the day, we did keep pushing, so you could have just held on to this if you really wanted to and thought it was going to keep going. Market just been too choppy for me, so once we got to this take profit zone up here, I just exited. I was like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm just gonna exit some. Came back, came to break even. I was like, whatever. We chopped around here for a little bit. This could have potentially just gone down. We luckily stayed on this pivot point for a while. Market started moving up. All good, right? It's just weird because of how volatile today is. On top of the news, it's just, yeah, it's not worth it. So I took some profits. I was like, okay, cool. As you guys can see, it is already marked up. I had it marked from earlier. I'm just going to keep it for it now, but I can show you basically why I entered the trade. So as you can see, we are past 10 o'clock. Usually, if it's the first 30 minutes, I'm on the 2-minute. Then once we're past 10 o'clock, or the first 30 minutes, the next hour, I'll use the 5-minute chart. Let me switch to the 5-minute. I can show you. As you can see, we made massive moves through the NTZ, which is the no trading zone. Came all the way down here. I was like, you know what? Once I started seeing all this, I was like, let me check this candle out. I was like, I think we're going to potentially keep going lower. Once stocks like this, Google, Amazon, when they start moving like this, they usually continue in that trend. So I was like, okay, we could easily target this pivot point. That 430 level has been massive. I think it can make it down there. So I switched to the 2-minute chart. That's something I don't do often, but I was just watching how the candles were, how much like the red candles and all that were still pushing to the downside. Once I saw this candle close, I'm like, okay, let me see. This one I actually switched was right at the end of this candle. Saw this candle forming this PC. I was like, all right, let's move this over here. Well, I was like, okay, if we can break this current green candle right here to the downside, I was like, we'll take this all the way to that pivot, maybe even like right before it, right at this 430 level. And I was like, okay, so we take it right to the 430 level. It could happen quickly because, like I said, with stocks like this, if you're already in this trade, say you're in it from up here and it's moving and you switch to a lower time frame and you see it create another PC that's this beautiful, really low volume here. Look at how much higher all the red ones are compared to the green. Like, look at these greens then. Look how low they are. So as you can see, we're still weak. So what exactly happened? Bam, entry here. All right, we're down. We're in. This candle came up. Look, this candle, a lot of volume. More of the green one. This candle came up a little bit. I'm like, dude, there's no volume to it. Like, what's going on? Out of nowhere, this candle came down. I said, oh, okay, it's working. We broke the low. We held it with the body. Not a ton of volume, but whatever. This candle, the whole market just spiked up. And then we came down. I was like, okay, this is perfect. Came up right at the last, literally right at the very last second of this 2 minute. But all I had to do was constantly keep checking the 5 minutes. So what are we at? 10:20. Yeah, 10:20 candle. Look how it closes. All the way down. So then this candle comes down. Bam. Ends all the way down here. 10:20 candle ends here. Smacked it. And look at all this. Came back up then a little bit later. Technically gave you another entry here. I didn't put the fib levels, nothing like that. I'm sure it doesn't even affect it. This is probably like the 0.2, if that it's bouncing off of. We came down. Clearly, we're just not strong enough. We're starting to get stronger, weaker. This candle instantly takes it out. And then look at this. Bam. Ton of volume down here. Right off the 1 hour. And we bounce. This is exactly where you could have taken it to. If I had a little bit more faith in the market, I probably would have taken it from this point all the way down to this 1 hour. This is the 1 hour 200 SMA. So this is a very important level. Look how it came down. Look at the volume that it created here. Right outside this, you could wait for the break. Wait till it comes down. Retest this. You can take this all the way up, or you can use it right at the break of this. Bam, now your entries here. Got here, probably came back, retested it. Bam, look at this move. All the way up. Look at that move. Took it all the way to VWAP, and then it came down. So these are the things that I'm starting to get better at and learn. This is on a 2 minute, so I mean, you could look at it and it's the same exact thing. Look how this just came down, created that same exact type of wick. Look at this. This is even better. Created a wick right at the pivot line, basically right at the 430 level. So there's now confirmation that once it breaks this, you know, okay, it's probably going to go. It probably broke in this candle, came down and scared people. This next candle went, and you probably could have just taken this to the pivot and gotten out. And then this candle, maybe you would have been like, oh, maybe I'll consider getting in until a pivot. You could add here. Some people do that. They see that it holds above the next pivot. They enter. They have like a super small stop loss like right below it. And then, bam. Or they use this as like almost like a PC and take it up to here again. It's just a quick scalp. But yeah, this is Friday, May 29th. Last day of the trading month for me. And, yeah, we're on to June. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys subscribe for Along the Journey. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.